The roof situation is a little overwhelming, but I think that they did actually a pretty good job because, man, I tried to build this game. So as much frustrations as I have with The Sims 4 with building, it does not compare to just how there's no words for how awful the building is in this game. Hey everybody, how's it going? It's been a minute since I've sat down to record, so I'm a little rusty. So today I asked the question, who did it better, The Sims 3 or The Sims 4? When it comes to building / decorating, I've picked 3 houses from each game to compare to each other. The Goths, the Roomies, and the Land Grabs. I tried to go with the starting world for each game, and then I looked for families that were in each of those starting worlds. We're gonna compare the houses and see who did it better. I'm curious to know what you guys think too, whether you think it's like a clear, like one game is a clear winner or not, or if you think it's kind of a split. So let's go check them out. Okay, so I want to start with the family that I feel is a little bit more on an equal playing field, just comparing them to each other. The other 2 houses, I feel like The Sims 3 kind of blew it out of the water and they kind of have it on lockdown. And I do still feel like The Sims 3 did the Goth's house better, but we'll check it out together and you guys can let me know. So here we have the Goth house. It kind of sticks out like a sore thumb, doesn't it? It's the only lot on here that kind of looks just like this massive lump that takes up the entire yard. That's like all of the walking space. It's also super dark, which is definitely the Goth's aesthetic, but I feel like they still could have kept it dark, but also added some like contrasting darkness in there to give it more depth. Okay, we'll just go into build by mode because it's like a super dark. It's already a dark house, but anyways. Okay, so I'm just gonna start off by saying I really dislike their outdoor space. Like you have this very closed off, very clustered situation of plants and stuff. There's no walking room whatsoever, which I don't know, like that might be what they were going for. Whoopsie. But like even in like scary movies where you see houses like this and there's so much overgrowth and stuff, usually it's like chaotic overgrowth and it's, you know, the house has been abandoned and that's what kind of gives it the feel that it's been abandoned, just the plants and overgrowth everywhere and it's chaos. Usually it's like pushed further back on the lot as well. But this is just like a very small area that's just been clustered with stuff. And you can tell that it was placed there on purpose, you know, like it's not exactly what I would call chaotic. So I don't exactly know what they were going for with this. I just don't get it. Moving along to the backyard area, we have the complete opposite vibe going on here. We have like 95% of it is just brick. And then you have like some tiny clusters of green and stuff over here. We also have a tree that is clipping, which I don't understand either because I'm pretty sure that when EA is building for the game, they're not allowed to have move objects on. So you would think that not having move objects on, that this situation wouldn't have occurred. But anyways, carrying on. I do have to say, though, I do love this style of house. This is Victorian house. I think this would be classified as Second Empire type of Victorian house, whereas like the rest of the stuff is like the surrounding houses, the Victorian houses, I think you would classify more as like the Queen Anne style house. I think they did a good job on the outside mostly. There are obviously some things that could be improved, but I think in general it looks pretty decent. All right, so let's go down. Down. Oops, too far. Okay, so we enter the house in this really dark hallway, which again, I know it is the aesthetic of the Goths is to have a darker house. I mean, obviously, like it's in the name. And then to our left, we have the family or like living room situation that is accessible through 3 archways. I don't really understand why there's 3. That's more something you would see, I think, with like an outdoor sort of structure. Like I'm thinking like old-timey stone structures where there's a bunch of arches from like the indoor and outdoor sections of the structure. I don't know how often you would see that inside of a house, but anyways, and then here we come into the family room. So I do actually like this space. This is pretty decent. I think, again, the overall situation is it's very dark. I think you can kind of tell that super dark is not my cup of tea. Like I do like spooky or dark settings or whatever, but to have an entire house be so dark, I think it kind of stems from being blind in one eye. I need to have brightness everywhere or I feel like I can't see where I'm going. But I do like this room at least because there is the contrast with like the brighter wall, and then all of the stuff inside is a little bit darker. There also seems to be kind of like a mixture of new and old throughout this entire house. Like I don't know when you would have used candles to light your house with, but then they have like these kind of candles mixed in with like lamps and stuff, and like this kind of lamp here, like, so oil lamp, candles, but then you also have electricity. So I don't know, like whatever. And then I'm moving along to the tiny bathroom here. It's nice that there is a bathroom down here. It's nice to have bathrooms on all levels really, because Sims wait far too long to go to the bathroom. And then the next thing you know, you have them all trying to get to the bathroom at the same time. And that's when accidents happen. And then into this kitchen, which is a very strange shape, but it's not bad. I mean, I think they did a decent job laying everything out in here. The only thing that's really off about this room is the fact that like everything is super fancy, except for this very out of place, plain looking blue chair. I don't know why it's there. It's not even pushed into the table. So I don't know if that was like an accidental thing or like, I don't know what happened there. I really have no guesses. Heading back out this way, there is a door to their boring ass backyard. Super boring. Okay, so we're gonna just head back in now. And then we have this fancy dining area. Do red and purple even go together? This is a serious question because I'm one of those people that doesn't really mind blue and green together, which is commonly referred to as a very heinous combination. So I might not be the best judge for something like this. Again, super dark. I don't really mind like the layout and stuff though. The color combination and stuff isn't my favorite, but like everything kind of makes sense where it is down here. All right, and then you come up the stairs and the focal point is this piano, which I mean, I guess it's nice. This is something you would find in a fancy house, although we have a covering here that was not where it was supposed to be, unless it's the window that's different. It is the window that's different. I don't understand. Why would they not just use the same window all the way around? It just looks odd to have this little part popping up through here. It's literally the only one that looks that way too. And aren't these windows the same? Ah, they are the same. So why is the curtain not at the same height? Oh, because the window's not at the same height. Jesus Christ. All right, well, let's move along here. And then we have like this little Japanese wall separator here, which doesn't really go with the rest of their decor. Oh, here, let's put the wall down a little bit. I like this bedroom. I feel it's kind of a big bedroom for a teenager, but I thought that was a door. It looked like a door for a second. It's nice. It's big, but it's nice. And then you have the parents' bedroom, which is just needlessly large. I don't understand. There's a lot of houses in The Sims 4 where the bedrooms are just like gigantic, and I have no idea why. And then their ensuite bathroom seems like it doesn't go with this bedroom. It's so tiny. But then you have like this massive bathroom over here. Oh my God, all this red and black. It's ugh. But anyways, so massive bathroom that's not their ensuite, and it's the only access you have, I do believe. Oh, am I wrong? No, it is. It's the only access point for this gigantic balcony. There's chairs out there too. Like, I don't know when an appropriate time would be to use this outdoor space because you can only get to it going through the bathroom. So you'd have to like make sure that when you go through, people know that you're in there And so that they don't go to the bathroom because like, what if somebody's in there taking like a epic dump and then you can't get back through? But then you also have this awkward situation of don't turn around because you're going to see them like taking that epic dump. And so there's that. And then we have this little skinny staircase here going up. Okay, I had to go back to the family for a second because like I forgot what the son's name was. So, but yeah, so you have Alexander's room up here. I'm saying this because like I'm assuming that this is Cassandra's room. So Cassandra, parents, and then Alexander is just like up here in this dinky little room. Well, I guess it's not really dinky. And I guess in all honesty, like if I was part of this family, this is the room that I would choose. Like I would fight somebody for this room. But as cool as this room is, there's no door to get out to this giant, like, I don't know if like back in the day of, you know, the Victorian era and like their structures and the way they lay it out, I don't know that they would have had a giant open space up here. I think that the majority of the time back in that era, there would be like rooms up at the top for like your servants, and then the rest of it would be designated for just storage. I don't know that they ever would have just had one room up at the top of this massive empty space. But if they did, would they have had a door out here? I feel like for The Sims 4 that this is just like a huge waste of space because it's all enclosed. It's not like your sim would, well, I mean, you can't. Your sim wouldn't walk off the side of it anyways, but like, why would you not have a door to get out here? Whatever. Oh yeah, where is the door for this balcony? Oops. Oh. Okay, so at least this one makes sense. This one over here doesn't make sense. And it's much bigger. I don't really understand. They should have had the door for this from here and then maybe had windows that didn't make it so like right where you have your seating situation look right into the bathrooms. I don't know. Whatever. But anyways, overall, structure-wise, I think that it's not bad. It's kind of like a bit of a lump of a house on a lot that seems much too small for it, but it's the inside, I think, that is the worst. I don't know. I understand that their aesthetic is dark, but I think they could have done a better job to make things less tacky, unless that is also part of their aesthetics. I don't know. But anyways, so moving along to The Sims 3, let's go check out their house in The Sims 3. I think that one's a lot more fun to look at. It has a lot more going on. Holy shit. I'll tell you one thing for nothing though. The Sims 4 at least doesn't take this long to load in. I feel like my life is slipping away. Okay, so different vibes right off the bat. I think this is it. Yeah, this is it right here. Very different from The Sims 4. So they're on a massive lot, which, so it looks more like it belongs. Like it's a huge house and it's on a huge property. So already it looks so much better. So let's go take a look here. And like even just from up here, so the difference between The Sims 4 and The Sims 3 is like night and day. You can tell that it's like a darker looking Victorian home, but it doesn't just look like a lump of poo on this property. Like you can tell that there's some depth to it. There's different colors. They're all dark, but it still has more character to it. Speaking of characters, did you see their getups? Oh my god. Guys, it threw me off when I loaded in the first time because I was like, whoa, Bella looks f***ing weird, man. She does not look how I thought that she would look, but it's not. So we have little Mortimer here. So this is his parents, obviously. So it made me wonder, like, I wonder if little Bella lives somewhere around here. I want to see little Bella. These guys are freaking cool, man. Like, look at this dude. He looks like a magician. Like that Chris Angel mind freak dude. But anyways, yeah. So right off the bat, look at this. Just crazy. Go up. So many levels. Okay. Just looking at it. 100%. So yeah, I don't really know what I meant by The Sims 4 and The Sims 3 were on equal playing fields with this one, because nah, The Sims 3 blew this like way out of the park here. The roof situation is a little overwhelming, but I think that they did actually a pretty good job because, man, I tried to build this game. So as much frustrations as I have with The Sims 4 with building, it does not compare to just how there's no words for how awful the building is in this game. I 100% would have just back in the day just played with whatever house came, like with whatever. Like it would have maybe like decorate a little bit, but other than that, I probably wouldn't have with the structures too much because no. But anyways, pretty sweet garage. The garage has its own balcony and then like this little, oops, we go down, down. It has like this little dining situation out here for some reason. I don't really know why this is here, but whatever. It's kind of cool. And then what's this car called again? Oh, never mind. They have a really nice car. But anyways, cool. So going past the garage, so we have, I don't know if this is what you would call like a moat. Oh no, it's not a moat because it's just like two little ponds and then a little bridge that goes across it. They have a swimming pool that doesn't have a ladder or anything in it to get out of it, which is a little bit, like you can tell these people have money. So why don't they have something? So I don't know. It's just kind of a plain pool, but I do like it. And the water in The Sims 3 is like way cooler than The Sims 4. Like it actually kind of looks real. I don't know. It's crazy. And then they also have like a barbecue outside with the little dining situation set up. Now this I think is so cool. The terrain tool in The Sims 4 is like a giant pain in the ass to use. I don't know what it's like to use in The Sims 3 because like just building a house was so frustrating. I never would have ventured to try using the terrain tool in this game, but I think that they did a really nice job here with this little fire pit situation outside. That's really nice. Over to the family graveyard, which is interesting. But I mean, like, I don't know, if you were a super rich family back in the day, I think that was like normal to have your family graveyard at your house. What really did kind of throw me off though, oh my gosh, can you see inside of that? Sort of. Anyways, that they're related. Oh, never mind. That's the Goth. The Crumple Bottoms. I didn't know that they were related to the Crumple Bottoms. Like I know I've heard Plumbella kind of go over the like the families and like the family ties and stuff, but I don't recall hearing that part of the lore. But she loves the lore of The Sims 3 and I can see why. I don't know. It just seems like a more how would you say that? Like fleshed out game with more thought put into like literally everything. And then yeah, this whole situation here, I don't know, man. Like this to me seems more like Gothic than what they have going on at the other house in The Sims 4. It doesn't really seem Gothic. It just seems like dark for the sake of being dark. This I thought was really, really cool. Although typically in something like this, it would be like you would be growing plants, like a greenhouse. Well, maybe not, because the roof is still just like a, oh. Well, that don't look good. See what I mean? Like the roofs and everything. It is so frustrating to build in this game. And I think they still did a really good job working with the tools that they had. And then something else that I thought was really nifty. It's hard to tell when the walls are down a bit. Hello? Oh, I'm not on the right level, am I? No, still not on the right level. There we go. Yeah, it's hard to tell even with all of the stuff up that this is the section that has like this little roofed in area, but I thought this was really cool. I think that's an interesting way of using the roofs to kind of make an outdoor balcony over here. I don't know. I just thought it was nifty. Okay, down we go. Okay, so we first step into the kitchen. I don't know why I said it that way. What is this? Oh, it's the bathroom. Is that a bathroom? There's a door here. Oh, okay. I see. I understand now. Let's go back to the front entrance area. Wait, where the hell am I?
Where the hell are we?
Oh my God. I really got turned around. Jesus. All right. No, that's the back. What is happening? Oh, I guess, would this technically be the front entrance? Yeah, I don't even know officially, like, what is the front of the house? I guess this would not be the front of the house. This is like the back of the house. Oh, it's the back of the house. That's weird that it's the back of the house because this is the driveway leading up to it. So that's a little confusing. But other than that, this house still kicks ass. comparatively to the other. So, okay. Oh yeah, okay. So the same situation, you kind of walk in and it's like this really dark area. But hey, look, just like I was saying for the other one, you would think that you would, I don't know if I did actually say it, but I was thinking it in the other Goth's house, you would think that they would just leave it as one big arch to get into their family room. I don't know why they did 3. This makes more sense. Like, yeah, in the other one, having those 3 doorways kind of opens the space up a bit, but it just kind of looks out of place. Like, it definitely would have made more sense to just have one archway in. And then here we have, again, it's like, it's dark, but it's not, it doesn't look like just somebody went in and barfed like red everywhere. You know what I mean? Like, there's different textures. There's like, everything's kind of dark, but it does work together and it's not just one color everywhere. Now, I will say though, I don't understand some of the choices in here, but it looks nice. There's a lot less going on in here than the other place, but that's okay. And then their formal dining room, this is so much better. This looks so much more classy to me than the other one. It's dark, but it makes sense. And it doesn't, like, this wouldn't hurt my eyes to walk into. The other one, like that red and purple deal, no thank you. Okay, and then so here we walk into the kitchen. The kitchen color scheme on some of the stuff is kind of strange. But like, this is it's a nice kitchen. The shape makes a little more sense than that weird like L-shaped kitchen that they have in The Sims 4. The textures though, like, I don't know. In The Sims 3, it's nice that you have that tool that you can change the texture on like literally everything. It does kind of make it a bit overwhelming. But then at the same time too, like there are some areas where it's just like, whoa, there's just too many patterns going on. I feel a little bit like that in this kitchen. But I do still, well, no. I do actually think I prefer the kitchen in The Sims 4. It's a lot more like sleek and stuff. But then again, that like leads into the whole like, what are we going for? Are we going for older construction aesthetics? Or are we going for like new and modern? So I guess this is more cohesive with what's going on in the rest of the house. Again, with the candles and the lights, I don't know, whatever. Okay, is there a bathroom in here? Yes, there is. Okay, and then they do have a bathroom off the kitchen area. This toilet is so cute. I love that. I don't know why, it's so cute. Anyways, so let's go up the stairs. There. Okay. This area here, I don't know how to feel about it. This is probably what it would have looked like in a house like this back in the day. So yeah, the textures, dude, just so many textures. But I do like this room. There's not a whole lot going on in it. I guess it kind of leaves it open so that you can decorate if you want, if you were playing here. This cute little balcony. They have this bathroom with what looks like outdoor tile inside the house, but for some reason I don't mind it. See, in here, this kind of reminds me of the aesthetics they have in like The Sims 4, but whatever, it's not bad. This room here is kind of a weird layout. I don't really know why they have the bed here. Like, I don't know. I don't think I would want to sleep in here like this. You'd have to change things around, but it would be interesting to have a room this shape, but you could do a whole lot more with it than what they did. And then a little study over here. And I think this was the roof outdoor space. Yeah. This area is really cool. This is really cool, actually, this little study. And they actually have a room where it's just their study, so it's not like mixed in with anything else. And then into the parents' bedroom, which again, fucking ginormous. Like, I don't really understand why they needed to make every bedroom so humongous in The Sims, but whatever. Yeah, so everything is a little bit more cohesive in this place. Like, it kind of looks like older. There's not a whole lot of modern in here, which I guess you could argue that The Sims 3 was a little bit like further back in time. So I don't know what would have been classified as like modern looking at that point. And then this massive bathroom too. The bathroom is almost as big as the bedroom. And I love how you like walk in and the focal point is the toilet. You just like walk in and the shitter's just like boom right here with all these crazy fancy curtains and pillars and shit. Just like, I don't get it. It's pretty comical actually. And then the bathtub off in its own little closed in area. You would think that like the bathtub would have been the focal point and then the toilet would have been in the closed off area, but whatever. I do actually kind of like it though. It's interesting. Okay, so that's this mid-level, I think, covered. Yeah. Oh wait, no. Yeah. Okay, saw this bedroom. Okay, yeah, so this was so I'm assuming maybe this is the guest bedroom then. And then the kid has like, or Mortimer. I guess Mortimer has this really dark bedroom. I don't know why they didn't put any like toys or anything in there for him, but whatevs. Going up. Okay, and then so this makes more sense that it's like storage. This is like storage up here. When I first looked in here, I was like, oh, CDs, like what is all this random stuff? Then I was like, oh yeah, okay, that makes sense. It's just a storage area because then there was the crib and I'm like, they don't have a baby. I don't understand why this is here though. What is this? Are these windows or is this like a room? Maybe it's a room. Is it an actual room? Yeah. I don't know. They leave it open, so I guess you could do more with it. I don't know. Again, like, yeah, like the upper part of these types of houses would usually be servants' quarters and then storage. So this probably would have been like, I don't know why I'm going into it like this is like a real world and a real house built for like real shit, you know, like, but yeah, just if you were going based on what these types of houses would have been, like, oh yeah, that would have been like servants' quarters and then the rest up here is storage. Oh, and then yeah, there's like another room. Yeah. So you could totally see these being bedrooms and then the rest of it being storage. It's really kind of nifty. And then let's go up. And then there's one room again, just like in the other game, but this one actually does have a door that goes out to the roof. There's not as much on this roof, but I think that they did the smarter thing by putting the door out here because now you can actually use this space. And then a balcony that you can't get to, but whatever. Although I think a lot of the roofs and stuff like did have just like fancy railings and stuff that you couldn't get to. Just that was part of the style back then. But anyway, so that's the Goth's house, which yeah, for sure, The Sims 3 did it better. Well, hello there. How's it going? Future me here. This video ended up being way too long, so I did have to split it up into 2 separate videos. So this is the end of part 1. Sorry, I'm getting over COVID, so I don't have a voice yet. Thank you so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed, and hopefully you will stick around for part 2. Thanks, guys. Bye.